rock out flip-flops and jeans like no other race ever can. I love film festivals, cardigan sweaters, and Obama. I can sport my Crocs better than any male nurse as I cruise to REI blasting Dave Matthews out of my Subaru Outback. I eat hummus and free-range chicken as I sit down to watch Grey's Anatomy. And I can't dance. I am white, but I love red chile. I bounce down Central in my 84 Monte Carlo, pumping Black Magic Woman out the speakers. I pull off dickies like Ben Affleck never could. I say way en bato like dude, and when the paletero man comes ringing his bells down my street, I yell, Mama! ¿Tienes un peso para el ice cream bar? I slick my hair back like Antonio Banderas and iron the wrinkles out of my Ben Davis shirts like Enrique Iglesias dates white women. I like beans with Spanish rice. I like beans with cheese. I like beans with mole y tortilla. I like beans with beans. 'Cause I'm brown and I'm down, but I'm white and alright. 'Cause my body is branded with the red, white, and blue, pero mi alma está colorado con el red, white, and green. I am white. Ish. My grandma says the reason they named me Reed is because of how reeds grow. They grow outward and up. Outward and up. So to begin this story, we have to start at the beginning of the reed. I wasn't a skinny baby. I wasn't named for 6 weeks because my mother refused to give in to my father's suggestion, Buruchaga Uriburu, the Japanese sumo wrestler. When I was 4 years old, I got lost in the bosque, and the only reason my parents found me was because my tears shook the ground upon which I was sobbing. Now that's what I call water. When I was in elementary school, I had one nickname. They called me Jurassic Park, because when I ran the mile in gym, I not only shook the liquid in the Culligan bottles, but blasted 3 water fountains off the wall like Moses was behind the stucco. And that's not even the half of it. When I was in 6th grade during the 2006 New Mexican heat waves, my dad would make me do jumping jacks around him because my man boobs bouncing would create a breeze that would cool off the sweat on his forehead. When I was in 7th grade, my girlfriend dumped me because my boobs were bigger than hers. In 8th grade, I was in a car accident in which there were miraculously no injuries because my man boobs saved me, my cousin driving, and the driver in the other car. And in my 9th grade physical, my doctor told me that my man boobs reminded him of the reason he's cheating on his wife. He said they looked like someone poked holes in my pecs, filled them with sand, and pierced 150-pound invisible weights to my nipples. I didn't like that. He said they smelled like chocolate chip cookies, vanilla ice cream, and homemade apple pie drenched in vinegar. Then he licked my titty. Said it tasted like moldy bologna. Captain Crunch with buttermilk and that old pizza he threw up last week. At this I took offense. See, no one disses the twins. So I got off his examination table and gave him a few facts he ought to know. That my man boobs clap like thunder when I run, they slosh when it rains, and they jiggle when I'm angry. And he should have took the hint. But that damn doctor told me to put my shirt back on because no one wanted to see that. And I got to jiggling. The walls started crumbling, the floor started cracking, my epidermic jello caused tectonic plates to shake, Buruchaga Uriburu was in the house. See, it takes the average doctor 9 years to memorize all 206 bones in the human body, but it only took me 3 minutes to break them. The doctor came at me, fingers like crab claws, trying to pressure point me into submission, but layers of Twinkies and Ho-Hos protected me from his pathetic bony probes. I grew tired of his tickling games. So in a moment, I did a jumping jack so big it gave the sun chills. A hurricane built up under the flaps of my epidermic jello. A wind knocked him around the room like babies in a dryer. But I told my biological beauties to calm their storm. And as the doctor looked up at me from the ground, I stood over him at the end of any good action movie and told him what he should already know. No one messes with my man.